We have Sean Martin on the line, and is. Oh, can you have two people at once? Why did Ben just call in? Is that Ben on the right? How did we do this? I am in. Matt, would you run out and close the studio door? This is fantastic. So now we have we had a question. What would happen if two people called in at the same time?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, cool.
And Sean, can you hear us too?
Oh. Yes, I hear everyone.
Well, this is fantastic. So just so I understand this correctly, everybody Skyped in all at the same time?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just calling to tell you to wrap that segment up.
This is, Sean is apparently our producer tonight. I wasn't responding to the texts that said go home, quit pretending to be a broadcaster. So he decides to Skype in and give me a hard time. I love it. All right. Well, how about since we want to have a discussion with Ben, Sean, give us a quick teaser as to what you're going to do next week. You keep promising us, are you coming on tomorrow for the fish fry?
We can do it tomorrow or next Thursday. We might as well do it tomorrow.
It is Friday.
We'll do a fish fry tomorrow.
Friday.
Fish fry Friday.
It is. All right. Well, we're looking forward to it.
I just want to call in and bug you.
I love it. It's good to see you. If I told you that I miss you, you wouldn't believe it. But I'm looking forward to this being over. We're having a lot of fun through this. Ben, stay with us. I would like to talk a little bit about the recording studio and how business is going.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Good seeing you. Take care.
All right, later.
Hang in there.
This is fantastic. So now we know. Thank you, Sean, for doing that, because now we know that we can have two Skype callers at the same time. Did you know this? Okay, the 8th graders knew this already. The old man in the room had no idea. So anyway, Ben, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there, trying to keep my spirits high and trying to stay busy with some of this downtime. Like you said, trying to have some fun with it. Working on my own projects and trying to stay busy, get outside, enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, today was beautiful.
A crazy time.
What'd you do today? You had a chance to roam around Highland Square and.
Not today, actually. Nate and I put in a new hard drive down in this computer. We put an SSD in it, and we maxed it out on a RAM, on RAM as well, because our hard drive crashed. Luckily, we didn't lose anything, but
you have a good backup
it was a good time
system
for
in
that
place.
to happen.
And Chris, do you know how to get the when you have that on full screen to get rid of the controls and all that stuff? Ben, if you would, tell us a little bit about the Akron Recording Company and where you're located and the kind of work that you're doing.
Yeah, well, we're a full-service recording studio. We record, produce, mix, master, do voiceover, podcasts, all that kind of work. And we're downtown Akron, Cascade Valley, near the North Side district by Luigi's Pizza. And we're in a building owned by Kevin White. It's a cool historic factory here from the late 1800s. And it's got a ton of character and a great vibe. And we do recordings from singers, songwriters, bands, and everything in between. And we work with a lot of premier artists here in the Cleveland and Akron area and beyond. So,
and just to give people a sense of, you're on the lower level of this very cool building, and the brick behind you is the foundation of the building. And we almost need to figure out how we could have a couple of cutaway to another webcam or some other video. Your studio in the space is just beautiful, and we get a nice angle of you here. You're actually off in one of the side recording areas, but you have this big beautiful space.
Yeah,
and we'll have to figure out we have the technology here in the studio to cut away to B-roll and additional videos and all this stuff. We should have had stuff lined up.
Right.
But tell us the website, the URL to go to.
AkronRecordingCompany.com. Yeah, you can find us there and Akron Recording Company on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, right now during these quarantine periods, we've been just staying busy through mixing and mastering for artists. A lot of people right now, they're being creative in their homes or maybe with like their, roommates or bandmates or something if they're close knit like that. And then we have an opportunity to still help them just remotely by, putting some polishing and finishing touches on their work.
And obviously, how do you think this affects musicians who love to play out and who love to perform? And obviously, every venue's closed and there's no gatherings. And this has to be, from a mental health standpoint, it's got to be a little, certainly hard to get through. How do you think they're coping?
Well, I think hopefully people are coping, just by connecting digitally, kind of like how we are right now.
Yep.
Just through a phone call or a FaceTime call or whatever it may be, and through like their creative endeavors. So, I'm hoping that this creates like a renaissance with artists and musicians, and they have all this extra time. Hopefully, if they can survive monetarily through this period, that that hopefully it can like yield like just a huge blossom of artistic creation and stuff. So hopefully people have a lot of songs to come out and they want to record and perform out, and hopefully everyone can survive and weather the storm.
Now, what advice do you have for musicians who want to go live on Facebook and YouTube from their homes? Have they called you for technical support, and what advice do you give? Is there a quick general set of rules? If you want to have I've seen some phenomenal concerts from people's homes. Musicians just playing online and taking to Facebook Live. What advice do you give
definitely.
in terms of technical pointers?
Yeah, I think honestly, your phone will shoot in 4K, or at least in HD, you can stream there. And then honestly, just having at least some kind of decent audio stream, I think helps. Like I just plugged in the microphone here. It was super easy to interface with Skype. And I think it probably will help a lot in terms of like, giving your listeners something quality to listen to. The iPhone does a decent job on its own, but like even if you have like an iRig that you can plug into your phone, you can then take like your mixing board and plug an output into that, or like a microphone and plug it into that just to like elevate the sound a little bit better, to give them like that kind of studio or broadcast level sound.
Have you considered playing live? You have such a beautiful space. And, would the band get together and play live from your space? And, I don't know what the laws are or the rules are, other than you're not supposed to all, get together in a group of more than 10. But, let's say there's 3 of you in the band, and let's say then you got a camera person and an audio person, or maybe that's the same person in a lot of cases. But you just have your space is just, a great performance area to begin with, that stage and all that. Have you considered just going on live and playing?
Me personally, or
has anyone called you and said, can we just come down and can we play from your space and broadcast it to the world?
Yeah, I guess we've gotten some inquiries. I kind of like, once this all hit, before all the restrictions started taking place, I was offering any artist to come down, and I got a ton of inquiries. And then it was only just a few days before we could really like actually orchestrate it with these people. They had kind of shut down the essential businesses. And so, I think it's something that definitely we want to do. And I think hopefully as things become a little less strict, hopefully we can offer people that, even if you can't still go to a concert maybe yet. Hopefully that we'll be able to maybe have small gatherings here of maybe just a few people to perform their show, like you're saying, and then be able to broadcast that and help people get a little higher quality stream.
What are your passion projects that you're working on, and what do you through this time? We're all doing this. We're tweaking. Or we're redesigning our setup. We're re-engineering things. we're doing the housekeeping. What are your passion projects, and what do you got in the works here that you're working on? Like we said, housekeeping and re-engineering everything.
Yeah, I mean, we've tightened up just kind of the, some of our equipment here, equalizers, compressors, preamps, and just like streamlining some of our signal flow. And of course, just cleaning and organizing.
Sure. And a new hard drive.
Opportunity.
And a replacement hard drive.
Yeah, right. Some computer maintenance. So yeah, this computer is flying now. And then honestly, my biggest passion project right now is outside of just like getting outside into nature and hiking. I would say I'm working on an album that I'm super pumped about, just of my own material. It's rare that I find time to work on music these days, running the studio. So it's cool to work on something of my own.
Well, very good. Well, looking forward to that. And thank you for taking the time to Skype in and join our program. And my mission here with the grand experiment that is Akron Buzz, and then coming over here into the studio at night, just like you're doing, and tinkering and having fun. And we are both sitting in our studios working on our passion projects. So good catching up with you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good seeing you, Dan.
Good
Thanks
seeing
for calling.
you. Take care, absolutely.
Right.
And thank you for watching.